Good evening, and thank you for joining us with Global Columbus. My name is Abdikhayr Soofe, and I'm your host of this second segment of tonight's show. With me tonight are my guests, all hail from Haiti. And I will start with Ashley Kleger, the president of Young Talent Creation for Change, a non-profit organization based here in Columbus. Annie Jane Charles, the vice president of the organization, also from Haiti, and the founder of the organization, who is also a program coordinator, Judy Sheen Charles. Welcome all.
Thank you for having us.
Before we get started, speaking about the wonderful work you guys do for the Haitian community, would you tell us a little bit about yourself, the background of who you are and how long you have been here?
Well, we're from Haiti originally. We've been living in New York, all three of us, but we migrated here to Columbus because it's such a great city. We have been working with the group for about 10 years now. Our anniversary was actually on December 31st of 2011, so we're very excited to be here.
Yes, I'm Annie, as you guys know, and I am a student at Ohio State University. I am a piano teacher at the center, at our Hope Center that we just recently opened last year. And we, like Ashley said, we moved here a couple years, well, not a couple years ago, over 10 years ago. Yeah, and we are just loving to work with our community and the things that we do. And thank you.
Welcome. Judy.
Yes, my name is Judy Jean Charles. I am the founder and the coordinator of Hope Center, who recently opened last year. So I major in early childhood. I have a passion to work with children. So I'm excited to do what I'm doing.
Absolutely. Now, this is a live show, and for those of you who just joined us, you can call at 614-645-6557. We cannot possibly talk about anything without mentioning that awful earthquake of January of 2010, where over 220,000 people died for that disaster. How's the situation right now? How's the recovery and situation coming along?
It has been very difficult for the past 2 years, and it still are, but people are recovering slowly.
I heard that the world was very generous, giving a lot of help. Heard a record $4 billion were raised. Did that make any difference of the recovery? It's almost 2 years now before the incident. So the recovery is still slow?
We had some difficulties to elected a new president, so that has bring the progress a little bit slow. We may have been further now, but the election had really caused us to delays in our progress, yes.
Absolutely. The center, the Hope Center, I love the name. What inspired you? You told me that you guys do multiple services, including child care, computer, after-school tutoring, and also citizenship classes. Where do you get the funding? How this idea came by? How do you?
Yes,
you're the founder.
I always have a passion to work with kids since I have been working with kids. I always want to do more. Every day I've been thinking about what can I do to do more for kids. When I moved from New York to Columbus, Ohio, I have my 2 kids and my 2 young brothers, which was 18 years apart from me, and I realized I need to create a safe and positive environment for them. So I started working with my 2 kids and my 2 young brothers. Then I meet a couple of friends in Columbus after a while, and I incorporate them in the group. And there is some activities that we needed to do, we wasn't able to do because of money. So I have to create a way to raise the funding. So the kids and I, we sell in candy bars, and we do concerts sometimes, and big sale, so we can generate funds to support the program. But the Hope Center is mostly funded from my family child care. I major in early childhood. I opened a family child care that helped me to founded Hope Center.
Hope Center.
And mainly that's what we do. And then with the help I get from the kids I've been working in the past 10 years, they make it possible because most of them are volunteers. I have a lot of them which is in college right now, and most of them major in health. I have 3 major in pre-med, and I have...
Pre-med?
Yes. Annie, she's a student at Ohio State University, like she said before, major in pre-med, and I have Diane Pierre-Louis, she major in pre-med, and also Lordley Joseph, major in pre-med, and another young man who was one of the members, the first members of the group. He is major in architecture, and I have another young man, he's in, moving to Indiana, he's in nursing. So, and then my younger brother, he's in medical school, and the first one is an engineer, graduate from Ohio State University last year. So we are very grateful for what the group has been accomplished so far. So we wanted to continue to encourage and support kids in the neighborhood, in the community, so that they can make a difference in the life of others.
Absolutely. And of course, one of the kids you're referring to is Annie. Annie is one of the center teachers now. What do you do for the center?
Well, at the center, I'm a piano teacher, also with my friend Diane Pierre-Louis. It's just, with the center is my way, well, to myself, I feel is my way to give back all the things that we've learned throughout the years, because I feel that in my generation, we need that positive role model and influence in our lives to help us get to the place we are. With a person like my mom, that strong person to always give us that activities. And also, now the center, I feel like, is a place where I want kids to be able to come to have that safe place and also have fun learning something new like I did when I was growing up. And I feel like because of that, it's brought me to be the person that I am now, and all the things that I've learned, cake decorations, sewing club, cooking club, book club. In our book club right now, one of our discussions is with a book that we're reading by Denzel Washington, where it's many celebrities who come together to talk about the people who has inspired them in their lives, that helped them get to the place they are in their lives. And
beautiful. What's the name of the book?
The name of the book is The People Who Inspire, something like
Denzel.
that. Yeah, by Denzel Washington.
Yes.
It's a really great book, and I just feel that it's just inspiration to hear all those stories. And I feel like my mom has been our inspiration in many ways, more than just teaching us, but being that person to love us. She's been like a mom, or a momager, as she's known to all of us. So all the things that we've done, I feel like it's my time and our time to give back to the community and to everyone who is willing to learn and wants to learn something new and have that safe place to just always feel welcome. So I feel that's what we bring to the Hope Center, and it's welcome to everyone. So
Absolutely.
I'm just excited.
Now, City of Columbus is not one of those gateway, states, what we call magnet states, where like Florida, New York, where we have a lot of immigrants, especially the Haitian immigrant. A lot of people might not even know that we have an Haitian community. How large is your community?
I think we are around 5,000.
5,000. Wow.
500,000, I think.
5,000.
Around that.
Okay.
Around that.
Okay. Being a young president for the first time, how do you feel about that, Ashley?
Very proud of this organization, and I'm also very proud to be the president of this organization. I've been working with them for a very long time, since I was about 6 or 7 years old, and I've grown to love everyone in it, and everyone that I can give back and help to. It inspires me every day.
So actually, your first job was being a president for this nonprofit organization.
Yes.
That's interesting. In terms of social relationship, and I know you guys black. I'm African American. I consider I'm from Somalia, by the way. It's not in America. Being a black, and I know you're Caribbean. How do you consider yourself as an African American? Black or Caribbean? How do you, as far as race and identity is concerned?
If I may, all blacks from Africa, it's no questions asked. Even you born here or you are African American, Caribbean, but we do know all blacks from Africa. Originally from Africa. Like, we are Asian, but we are from Africa originally. We were colonized by French, which make us a multicultural, a diversity. If you go to Haiti, you will see black, white, mixed. They call them mulatto. But which doesn't change the fact that we are African Asian. And then being born here, African Asian American. So that's why.
Absolutely. I heard Haiti is, matter of fact, one of the first black-led republic that get independence as a black republic.
Yes.
In 1804.
1802.
Almost the bicentennial, 2 years.
Of course, the January 2nd was our anniversary. That's the day we got our independence from France. So 1802, January 1802.
Now,
second.
Having only French-speaking nation among all Caribbean, I believe they speak Spanish and another language, Latin America.
Creole.
That makes
types of Creole, but we speak Creole also. But we speak different. There's different types of Creole all over the Caribbean.
Oh, Caribbean. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But as far as French, the language is concerned, it's the only.
It's very special. I do love French, and I have a passion to teach not only kids, but anybody who wants to learn French. So my next project is to, as an early childhood professional, I would like to incorporate that in my profession. Being in America, where a lot of kids only speak English, I would like to offer French as a second language. That's why my next project will be a bilingual childcare. I would love to see kids jumping around speaking French and English and then growing up. Yes, it's so easy to teach French to kids. I have a couple of, few kids in my program that I started teaching French like last month. They already know how to read French. The basic of French, they get it. And then in the next 2 months, they're going to be able to read any book in French. This is something I do know. I have a methodology so that I excuse my pronunciation. So that's called my French. So anyways, I am very passionate about that. I love being a French speaking. So
absolutely. And speaking of that, many new Americans have a problem with dealing with multiple languages. We have what we call a code switching, where someone would start speaking local language and switch to English and then back forth to, especially for those who speak more than two languages, even worse. Do you have the same problem as being a French-speaking community, code switching? Do the people mixed French and English and Creole?
I do love the fact that when we are talking about something private, we can use our language so nobody won't understand. But the thing is, people think you are talking about them. They get offended when you switch from English to your language. Say, maybe you are talking about them, but which is not true. We are talking about something that we don't want, privately. We don't want my son, when we are in the store and then he wants to tell me something, he will change his language to French or Creole or whatever if he doesn't want nobody to understand what we are saying. So absolutely. Make it special. Absolutely.
Ashley, all new Americans have some type or level of challenge and issues and adapting with a new country. What would you say the issues most with your experience with this organization, with this Hope Center, dealing with kids and adults, and also you have a citizenship classes. What do you say is the major challenge for the Haitian community?
Well, one of the challenges is actually learning the English language. It's not an easy language to learn, you would say, and when you're used to your own language, like Creole or French, like we're used to in Haiti, it's a little harder to speak English, but we still manage to speak it. The kids at the center, they're perfectly fine with their English, and then they get to learn another language on top of that. We also teach French at the center, where they can read it, write it, and try and speak it at the center.
Absolutely. And I understand we have a caller on the phone. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
Go ahead. What's your name?
My name is Nika. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Yes, I'm also listening with my family, and then we kind of know the foundation and everything. I just wanted to congratulate you guys, saying that you're doing a very great job.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you. What a wonderful compliment. And that's where you get the passion and the inspirational words. I love the Denzel book. I would love to get a copy myself. As far as cultural issues, being an immigrant yourself and black, of course, though you don't necessarily relate to other blacks, like African Americans or African immigrants for that matter. What is the issues, intercultural problems, issues you face in the city of Columbus here in Central Ohio?
Well, for me, it's not a major issue because I am a Haitian American and I've grown up here, but I do see some intercultural differences, and it's just, I feel it's harder for the adults who are just now coming into the country to adapt to the new society and the language. I feel like the language barrier is the major issue on it. Nothing really with anything else but the language barrier that they face to get a new job and to get the citizenship test. To adjust to everything, I feel is just one of the things that they have to deal with. But besides that, I don't feel there's many issues.
Yeah, to me, Asians are very intelligent people, and a lot of them come to this country before you know with their doctors, lawyers, nurses. If you go to New York, I mean, the population is like a lot of Asian-owned businesses, and even English, people might think is very hard to learn, but they manage to learn the language and go to school. They are very strong. I mean, that's why I offered this to adults who've been here, been working very hard. They don't have no time to go to school during the day. We open the center at 7 o'clock. They can come after work,
Yeah.
so that they can learn, master the English language, also have some training in computer so that they can up to date with evolution. So
Absolutely.
yes, everybody needs that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We have another caller on the line. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
What's your name, sir?
Hi, my name is Kyle Jean Charles, one of the members from the Hope Center. And I just wanted to congratulate us for getting this far. And I just want to say I was one of the teachers at the Hope Center. I'm certainly going to be attending the guitar teaching. And I just want to congratulate you guys.
That's and I see this is a very important project for the community. Now, do you deal with only the Haitians, or you also have interactions with other immigrant communities? I understand that area, that's part of the city, we have large other immigrant populations.
Yes, we do have different communities or immigrants from Cameroon, Congo, which is also speaking country. So they need English as a second language. Also, they come for computer class. And we are not limited ourselves to only Asian or Africans, but it's open to the whole public, the whole community. If you are American, you want to learn English, you're welcome. It's okay. I mean, we welcome everyone.
So the French-speaking countries like the Congolese and some of the West Africans do, you can easily communicate in French and relate to one another. Now, as far as culture, though language and culture goes hand in hand, is there a dissimilarities? What is, as far as culture and language, you want to say, Ashley, want to take this one?
Well,
say a little bit.
I can answer that because
Okay.
I am the French teacher.
Okay.
What I like about teaching the Francophone, we sometimes speak French. If there is something they don't understand, we can use French to make it easier for them. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, that's good. And we have another call. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Nathaniel.
Go ahead. What's your question?
I would just like to say thank you to Sister Judy for bringing me to newer experiences in Columbus, Ohio, and I would like to thank Hope Center for everything that is done to me.
Are you one of the students?
Yeah, I'm one of the members.
You're very welcome. Thank you. And that's great. We have reached the end of our program, but before we conclude, you want to say each of you last a few things about what you want to accomplish and what you want to share with our audiences.
Well, we are hoping to expand our program in the future. In the summer and spring, we have upcoming events such as family movie nights every second and fourth Saturday of the month. And we also have sports and recreation starting in the spring and summer.
Summer.
And I would just like to say that the center isn't just limited to only Haitians or just immigrants. It's open to the whole community.
Okay.
We offer so many things. If you want to call to ask questions or go to our website to leave a comment or to get more information, you can go on there.
Absolutely.
My main concern is to keep the center open. When I found that book about Denzel Washington, which was being a member, he was a member of a boys club that's related to us, and many of those celebrities used to be members of that same club, and now they become very successful.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And a lot of those stories related to us, a lot of kids in the street, the parents busy working, so they need that safe and positive environment to help them to become successful.
Indeed. Well, we have reached the end of our show. I would love to invite you to our website, crccolumbus.gov. Also, please be friend with us on the Facebook. Unfortunately, that's the end of our show. Thank you again. Thanks for joining us.